Welcome to 2020, A Class Dismissed, a video series dedicated to sharing untold stories and experiences from the spread of COVID-19, told directly by the sources themselves, Maine high school seniors of the class of 2020. Emily Piper is another Auburn resident and Edward Little senior. She's a two-sport student athlete involved in National Honor Society and her student council.
Have you been able to get out a lot recently and at least enjoy some of the good weather we have had?
Yeah, a lot of my friends and I have been going on like hikes and stuff like that, just trying to get out a little bit, not be stuck inside so much.
Yeah. How has the quarantine situation been for you?
It's been a little bit stressful just because we moved right in the beginning of it. So that was really stressful for me and like trying to make sure I had internet all the time for school and all of that stuff. But it's a lot like less stressful now, but still pretty weird.
Moving from and where were you moving to?
So we stayed in Auburn, but we were moving from our house to a rental house because my parents are planning on building a new house. So
yeah, this is not an optimal time to have.
Not at all.
Can you tell me a little bit about how you found out and what that was like as you guys were realizing that school was going to be shut down for the year?
So our last day was part of our winter carnival. So we were at a talent show, and that's when we first found out that there was someone in Androscoggin County that had COVID, and they had just found out about it. So we were all kind of wondering like what was going to happen next. And so the same night we were supposed to have our dance, and that got canceled. So we were all just kind of like, well, it seems like it's going downhill pretty fast. And then Monday morning we got a phone call saying that we were shut down. We didn't really know how long. So there's a lot of like what ifs and what's going to happen and stuff like that.
And then I guess it'd be 2 weeks ago now, right, that the official call was made to remain closed for the rest of the year?
Yeah.
Has it fully set in yet, if it's been 2 weeks, that your senior year, as far as an in-person experience goes, is completely done?
It's still like hard to like fully like take that in and like think that I'm never going back to that school. Like I won't get to do all of the other senior things that all the other classes before me have.
You referenced that you are still a part of National Honor Society and the Student Leadership Council. What were those activities throughout the year? And then I'd be curious to know, as far as the Student Leadership Council goes, has that been prevalent even more now that you guys have been in this challenged environment and I guess would likely need a little extra leadership to get you through this time?
Yeah, so during the year, the main part of Student Leadership Council was to be mentors for freshmen. So we had like 3 kids per like a 10 group of freshmen. And we would just meet with them like once a week and just go over, have any questions that they have, kind of just be there for them and say hi to them in the hall and stuff like that. And then National Honor Society, we actually didn't get to do our 2 main fundraisers this year. We were supposed to do a blood drive and a kitty night, which kind of sucks just because we were going to use that to help pay off the lunch fees and stuff at our school. So that was kind of a tough thing for all of us to hear. But now the Student Leadership Council, we're all kind of like still together, but it's a lot harder to like do everything. So there's been a lot of stuff where like, we just had Teacher Appreciation Week. So a lot of us sent out videos to teachers of clips of us talking and thanking them and like writing stuff to them. So a lot of that. And we've all been trying to support each other and trying to reach out to a lot of the underclassmen because it's so challenging for them at this time. So.
Going off of that note, I mean, I think you're right. I think you guys should have kind of a level of pride there, and certainly, hopefully, pride in your teachers too for like just the pivot that everyone has made in such a short amount of time to bring this together. But have you learned anything from this that, you know, sort of an outside the classroom lesson, something that you think you might be able to take with you and apply in the rest of your, you know, experience going forward?
I've definitely learned just to like take in all the little things and be happy about even like the smallest moments. Like sometimes there'll be random things that happen in my house that normally wouldn't be that funny, but like you just have to laugh about it. Like everything's basically laughable now. And it's just like trying to find the positives in all the negatives. And that has been really important to me to try to do every day, is to say something that has been positive about my day and try to keep encouraging myself.
What sort of positive things are you finding?
So like today I finished one of my college classes, so that was a really big positive thing for me. Another day I got a free coffee at Dunkin', and that was just like the positive thing. So it's just small things that just make my day better.
Have you found that you've had more time at home to devote to other things that you didn't have the time before?
Yeah, definitely. I was always really busy with practices and school and working and stuff like that. And now I just find time to do stuff like for myself. I've been painting a lot, which I didn't even realize that I like to do that until now. So it's just been fun to be able to figure out little things that I didn't really realize that I like to do.
What have you been painting?
So I've actually started to do a little project for all my friends where I painted like their name with the logo of their school, and I'm giving it to them one by one. So that's been fun.
That's awesome. Where'd that idea come from? Just out of pure imagination, I guess?
Yeah, a lot of my friends have been doing like little things and giving it to us, like baking stuff. So I was just like, might as well do something creative, and that kind of takes me a while, so that I have something to do for a longer period of time.
Yeah.
And I was like, might as well just paint it.
Have there been any other hobbies that have either like been new things that you started up, or other things that you sort of brought back from the past that you lost touch with?
So I've always been big on like working out and stuff and staying active, but now I have so much time to do it. So I've been like doing it every day for like an hour or two a day. So it's been really good to get back to that and to feel like good physically every day, even though like mentally might not be the same.
Thinking back to the last time you were in class, and you can take a minute to sort of think about this if you need, but do you remember what your last in-person memory is from high school?
I think the last class that I had was physics class, and we had only half a class because we had the talent show. And I remember just sitting there with all my friends, and it was just like so much fun our talent shows are like really good. So we're always looking forward to them. So it's just like so much fun, and we were all just like hanging out together and just really bonding as a school. And that was like the last memory I really have of school.
It sounds like a good memory to go out on.
Yeah, it definitely was.
And then last thing, if you could give a shout out to anyone or any group of people that have been affected by this whole experience, who would you want to give a shout out to?
Definitely the teachers at my school, just because I personally had such a great connection with all of them. And I know that they're struggling not being able to see their students every day, because they do want to build connections with every single one of us. And our principals I'm also really close with. So it's just want to give a shout out to them, just because they are going through even more than we are as students, because they have to alter their entire teaching plan and their entire way that they're teaching, and I know that's really hard for them.
Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me. I really appreciate it, Emily.
Yeah.
Best of luck at the end of your year.
Thank you.